All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode of the Professional Time Wasters podcast. I am joined once again by Coolshirt, of course.
Hello, hello, hello.
And finally coming back, we've got a friend of the show. We got Metal Silver or Sonic, however he decides his pronouns are this week.
The Jews of Microsoft killed Halo.
Oh my god. I thought you were going to wait
All
a
right.
little longer.
Starting off strong.
Oh my god. You know,
3 for 3 can suck my dick.
they're called
Exactly.
Halo. They're called Halo Studios now.
Don't quit naming their freaking like their sex change
Hey,
operation.
hey, quit dead naming them. All right, you're
I
hurting
will
their
continue.
fifis. You're hurting the future unemployed game developers of America. Leave them alone.
I'm trying to make sure they make it back to McDonald's safely.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a McDonald's inside their studio.
Wouldn't
That's
either.
crazy.
Fucking chuds.
I've seen the pictures of what the dev team that worked on this game looks like. Now, to give everyone some context here
Okay.
that's listening, this is the third time that this episode has been recorded. Twice by myself. This was originally going to be like just a highly edited, really short video. And then the game released to the poors, as Microsoft views them. And
With the
even
Game Pass subscribers,
no, the poors, you know, the people that didn't spend the $70+ to
dollars to get the
The
like.
early
Well, like-
access.
But why would you pay extra to play
Yeah.
a single player game early?
For the skins they wanted. They wanted the skins.
Yep.
They wanted
Is
it
there
literally
even
on them.
co-op? I don't even think there's
Yeah,
co-op.
Yeah, no,
there
there's
is co-op.
But there's no multiplayer.
No.
There's no multiplayer. Yeah, no, there's no multiplayer.
Well, there's no PvP multiplayer.
Yeah.
Okay,
It-
shut up. You know what I mean when I say Halo multiplayer. Everyone who plays Halo knows.
Well, not anymore. They changed it. Fuck it up.
All right, whatever. Either way, like you know what I'm like the PvP arenas like Blood Gulch and shit
Yes,
like
that's
Yeah.
not
that.
in
Hold
there.
on.
No.
So
What the fuck?
it released to the masses, the unwashed masses, as you know, these corporations view us all as, and it was worse than the few little bits that I saw. And then after I recorded it and turned it into a podcast because I had so much more to say, I woke up this morning and my YouTube feed chose violence and
boy.
decided, hey, here's a shit ton more of these like Halo shorts and Halo videos that are out. You should go and watch these. And I watched a full review of this guy that does Combat Evolved speedruns, who LARPs online as a frog. And
Who the fuck is this?
Frogguest, I believe is his name.
Okay, I'm not familiar with their channel.
I like the content, but
Alright.
either way,
I like
I-
Halo speedruns, so I'm not checking them out.
yeah, definitely. It blew my mind because this was the first time I had seen full, like, from point A to point B, of course, cut up because it was a review. And then after that, the nail in the coffin, the real reason I decided I really want to re-record this episode and why I messaged Sonic and why he's here. So I found out that apparently, you know how back in Combat Evolved, when Keys hands you the pistol, the first thing that every sane human being does, which is,
Just shoot him with it.
yeah, you go get
Yeah.
your ammo, you make the U-turn.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah, that
kill
doesn't
the,
happen.
you can't kill the female Marines.
No, I saw that, and I was like, I've done that in so many playthroughs with you retards.
And hold
Where
on,
we just gunned down all the Marines.
hold on.
Like,
So
so
that-
you can't even do that anymore. Which
No,
is
no,
so
you
stupid.
can do it to the male,
Yeah, just the male ones. but
just
not
the male
female
ones, not the
But
female.
the female ones don't take damage. I saw.
It gets better. I was then shown another YouTube short of some bald guy that I've never heard of or seen before in my life that looks like every generic, slightly buff bald dude on the internet who looks like they eat protein powder for like every meal.
Okay, so you watched the Liver King clip. Understood.
Basically, where he's calling people incels for wanting to kill female, and he doesn't call them Marines. He calls them Spartans and NPCs in Campaign Evolved.
Really?
Yes.
Let's bring up the main factor. Let's bring up how they massacre one of the Greatest characters.
Hold on.
Hold on.
So
What kind of fucking retard is this guy?
I don't remember.
Did he chop his balls off and get a sex change surgery or something?
I think it's worse than that. I think the main issue that I've seen around this game before we get into like the actual game itself.
Oh boy.
The main thing that I've noticed is the only people that were singing this game's praises are people whose job it is to create content. And
Green Skull.
And hey, if you want to name people, you name people.
Halo follower.
Oh God, installation 00, that guy.
Yeah.
No,
I actually got a video from the Halo follower guy I recommended earlier.
could be worse.
watched
It
it,
could have
though.
been Mint Blitz. But look, either way,
Mince Blitz as well. Yes.
Everyone's just running damage control.
Oh yeah, no. Like you can tell that these people are either being paid or if they're not being directly paid monetarily, they're being paid with access. So they're selling out, and they've sold out the average person and gamers, which these people claim to fucking be, for access because they want to LARP on the internet as some of the most hated people in the entirety of not only video gaming but society, journalists, specifically games journalists.
It's like the lowest of lows of LARP.
Exactly. And
Like LARPing as a homeless man.
I have more respect for them because at least they don't pay taxes,
That's a good point.
you know? Unless there's a homeless tax that I don't know of, but either way, at least
I mean, they're broke. How could they pay taxes?
What the few pennies they got in their pocket.
Well, I mean, I've seen homeless
They use that to
people.
buy drugs, but I mean,
I've seen homeless people in California with better gaming setups than people that actually work 9 to 5s.
it's probably true.
Yeah.
I saw one time, getting off track a little bit, with a full on like miniature TV, a all digital PS5 in a tent, just playing
Really?
GTA. Of all fucking games, it was GTA. The only thing that could have made it better is had it been like FIFA or something, or 2K. That's the only thing that could have been better.
Really trying to hit the stereotypes all in one brushstroke, I see.
What? Listen, man. The only people that I know that play GTA that aren't into weird roleplay shit are the same people that play like 2K and sports
FIFA
games.
and 2K. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people like that, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so you never know if they got an all digital PlayStation. Maybe they're playing Campaign Evolved right now.
You never know.
So they changed a lot. A lot of people want to call the thing a remake or a remaster. It's neither of those. The word
It's heresy.
I mean that's one way. That's the correct definition. The non-gamer person would probably describe it as a reimagining.
Yeah.
Because imagine, right, if somebody goes and rips out your skeleton and then they
Actually, imagine they just peel off your skin and just try to put it on someone, but it doesn't fit on.
No. Just imagine that they take out your skeleton and they say, "Hey, man, we're gonna fix this. We'll be right back." And they put a pig skeleton inside you instead, or like a fish or something like that. And then they have the audacity to tell you that your card declined and your health insurance isn't covering this. So,
you like pig's heart, where they'll just replace somebody's heart with a pig's heart. Basically,
there you go. That kind of snake oil. But I'm not surprised by this. I mean, this is 343's fourth failure at this point. At least if you're not counting those two, little twin stick Halo, what are they called? The little weird arcade shooters.
Halo Fireteam Raven?
Yeah, no, not Fireteam Raven. That's the only good piece of Halo anything that's come out. Like
Spartan Assault?
Yeah,
Spartan Assault.
That's the one.
Yeah, the Palmer bullshit thing.
Yeah.
No, let's not diss them on Halo Wars 2. That's a great game, all right?
They didn't make that game.
They didn't make that, or Halo Wars. They didn't touch
No.
either of those games. 343's hands were never on those. That's why they're good. Shut up.
Halo Wars 2 has pay-to-win mechanics.
Halo Wars 1 was better, but I like Halo Wars 2. I thought it was fun.
I mean, yeah, Halo Wars 1 has the great line of just spamming ODST drop pods.
ODST dropping in. ODST drop. You can literally be losing the battle. You just have like ODST drops and you just win.
Yeah. You just
It's
spam
so stupid.
ODSTs. No,
That's it's a winning strategy. Don't knock it till you try it.
I mean that and Warthog rushing with Anders. I'm that guy. No,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I did what I
fucked up.
I did what I had to do. Look,
Oh my god.
they could have done anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. To like, I want to keep calling it Combat Evolved, and it like
It's not
just
combat.
call it
It's combat
disappointment.
evolved.
no,
Devolved, yeah.
I
Just
need
combat evolved.
I need someone
Combat
to
disappointment.
any time that I say Combat Evolved, I just need like Will Smith to kick my door in and just be like, keep that game's name out your motherfucking mouth, and just slap the shit out of me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Coolshirt's got a sound effect for you for that every time you get it wrong.
There you go. Oh God, no, but I don't understand. This is the second remake, and the like you could say third, but that's a port in my opinion, or like a collection, and they've managed to fuck it up every single time. Mind you, and I understand that this is going to be heresy. I didn't mind Combat Evolved Anniversary as much as everyone else does.
No, I could agree with that. I prefer Combat Evolved Anniversary than Devolved.
Well, no, I just mean that in
I
general.
prefer the original, like the OG.
No,
Well,
same.
the thing, yeah, but the thing was the Anniversary, they allow you to switch it back. With Devolve, whatever the fuck, they don't do that. You know?
Well, you can't turn it back because it's not the same game. They fundamentally changed a lot. So
I know, that's what pisses me off.
a list of things that they changed.
You can sprint!
No. So here, I actually have this written down. So a list of things that they changed. There are probably more that I've missed, and if I did miss them, please yell at me in the comments.
I know off the top of my head.
So there are, of course, new weapons that were not in Combat Evolved. SMG, battle rifle, energy sword, fuel rod, as well as the beam rifle. They changed how the overshield and invis work. You can pick them up and use them whenever you want. They're not instantly consumed when you pick them up.
Health packs are removed, I think, right?
Health packs are gone. They are no longer in the game. They, of course, added sprint. They added a lot more skulls. They changed the vehicle collision. Some people say that's better. Some people say that's worse. They changed map layouts or maps entirely.
They also cut entire sections out of the maps.
The animation for switching vehicles, they cut that out as well.
And
Granted, Combat Evolved.
One of the worst things that I actually didn't realize until recently. Well, these are one of three. These next three that I have are highlighted because they're awful. They changed Cortana to make her more of a tutorial dump where she's constantly telling you throughout the entire game, look out, there's camo elites. Look out for this. Look out for that. Do this, do that. They removed cutscenes. And of course, they added markers on enemies.
Including the invisible ones.
Yes. I forgot. Did you bring up the prologue? How it's not canon to original?
We'll get there, but that's not changes. That's an addition. So they did all of that, and some of these break the flow of the original game so much that original designers from Bungie, who no longer even work at Bungie, have come.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they've come out and said that you ruined my level. You ruined the point of this. You ruined the point of that. And look,
they also removed one of the NPCs that was based off of a Bungie developer and replaced it with a black woman.
Yeah. So the other thing is, look, you can argue that weapon balancing it's up to you on that, in my opinion. If you don't think that the pistol should be as powerful, if you really think that it ruined the balance, and if you're changing only that, you need to tone it down a little bit, I accept that, you know? But whichever one of you stupid assholes decided that the hunters shouldn't get one shot from behind with a precision weapon, I hope you get
Retarded.
fired. I really do. And it's coming. There is absolutely no way that any of this should be allowed to fly. It will, because 343 Studios / Halo Studios, they've been getting away with this since 2012. There's not an original idea in them, and the only original ideas that they have are not things that should be in Halo. They should be in other games. I'll never forget the article that came out after Halo 4 was released that 343 Industries specifically went out and hired people who hated Halo to work on Halo. I will never be able to forget that.
And that the Mantis could sprint.
That too. Thank you. The Mantis could always sprint. Anyone that says otherwise is wrong. No, but the thing is, these people don't know what makes a good Halo game. They know what in their mind a Halo game is, but in their mind they're wrong and they just don't know it. And it's a real goddamn shame, because Halo, specifically Combat Evolved, is such a great game that if you were to remaster it, truly remaster it, like give it the actual paint job it deserves, don't change anything other than a new coat of paint, I think people would love it. I think it would be the best game to come out in years, especially if you just ported over the multiplayer too and gave it a fresh coat of paint. Is it imbalanced? Yeah, but it's a video game, and that's the point.
It's fun.
Earlier in this podcast, I said that I described very vaguely the people that work at 343 Studios. Those people,
You did naming them
because they haven't earned the right to be called Halo Studios.
because they barely even worked on the game, according to reports.
That's one reason, and two,
They outsourced like most of the development.
they still haven't made a Halo game in years.
Yeah.
What have they made? They made a wannabe Call of Duty, a advanced movement, I can't believe it's not Titanfall. The one time that they came so close with Halo Infinite, they couldn't get out of their own goddamn fucking way and ruined customization, ruined progression, and just remade Combat Evolved, but shittier.
Are you ready for what they're going to do to Halo 2?
There's not going to be a Halo 2.
Yeah, there's now with these reviews right now. Yeah, that's not happening, bud.
There's no...
But also Microsoft could just point a big middle finger at you and just say, "Fuck you, we're still gonna make it happen."
I don't think they're going to try to pull what is it, Amazon with the Rings of Power. I don't think they're just going to try to set their money on fire.
I will say this. I love Combat Evolved. It's my favorite of like the Halo trilogy. But I know one thing. Halo 2 is beloved by everyone on the planet. And if you remake Halo 2 and you do to Halo 2 what you did to Combat Evolved, I genuinely...
Xbox as a brand would die.
Yeah.
You lose all the the good faith that barely exists. The embers of it that are still remaining at the moment.
The only decision that could be worse than that is deciding that you don't want to sell physical discs anymore.
Oh, also, I forgot to add one more thing. What they added.
That
was also Brutes. They weren't into the original game.
Brutes were, yeah. They added a lot more than just Brutes.
Yeah.
So, look, I personally don't want to talk about those 3 prequel missions because they're like,
I've seen them, and I could just give you a rundown.
Well, no. Here's my opinion on why I don't want to talk about them, because in my mind, I've watched. Those are the only missions, by the way, that I watched complete with cutscenes to see if they were as bad as I thought they would be. And oh my god,
I haven't watched the prequel stuff. So what happened with those?
They
try to recreate a Sarah Palmer again, trying to make another Sarah Palmer.
Oh, is that where the feminists retard girl boss bitch is from?
Yeah.
So
that you can't kill.
Linear hallways are things that happen, and linear hallways sometimes broken up with clear this womb.
Clear this womb, aborted, aborted. Clear this womb, aborted.
Clear this room or hold this room, kind of things. You've got Sergeant Johnson with you the whole time, just
With a terrible voice actor now.
yeah, with a voice actor that just does not. They messed up Cortana's voice actress as well. I don't blame the voice actress. I blame the direction.
Yeah, but Johnson's is just weird. It sounds like he's trying too hard to be a badass when this one is just not.
There are,
It's like they ripped the life out of Johnson and tried to like put like a AI inside of him or some shit.
It
Just
is
looks weird.
Listen, Black Mario, all right, other than the patent infringement from Nintendo, has so many other issues. Because I saw...
Is that what you call him? Black Mario?
Yeah, he looks like
Oh
Super
my God.
Mario.
He does kind of look like Super Mario in that.
But he also looks like, what does he look like? He looks like the Family Feud or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but Steve Harvey, he looks more like a Goomba than anything, but
Yeah.
I love Steve Harvey. He's hilarious. No, in those prequel missions, okay, there were so many people that were like, man, I'm so happy that I finally get to see Johnson again. And I'm like, look, I understand that you love the character. I think it's great, I think it's awesome that we're going forward so that you can see Johnson again. But here's the thing. You can go see Johnson whenever you want. You can go and load up Halo 2, Halo 3, where he actually has
The best dialogue.
some character,
We had 2 sex on a rock, and we had to share the rock.
The Rock.
And
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
I'll never forget Halo 2 Sergeant Johnson. It's like one of the most amazing characters in any video.
Please don't shake the light bulb.
The one thing that I don't know, and I highly doubt that they did this, because if 343 can't get the major details right, there's no way they got the little details right. And it's in Halo 2 and Halo 3, the dialogue in not only cutscenes, but just certain interactions with like Marines and things actually changes depending on the difficulty that you're playing. And I have only been seeing people play the game on Legendary. Mind you, I have seen complete mixed reviews. Some people saying that Legendary is the easiest that it's ever been, and people screaming like they're game journalists who can't jump over the tutorial in Cuphead. So I don't exactly know, because
I know what clip you're talking about. That's fucking crazy.
Because I haven't played the game myself. Mind you, I probably will never have to play this, or like never play this game, because you would have to give this game to me for free in order to get me to play it. And I don't own a Series X, so you're gonna have to give it to me on Steam.
I have a question. Is it on Game Pass?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I could actually play it.
Don't
support them.
Don't do it.
I don't even want to waste my time, to be honest.
Don't do it, Anakin.
I'd rather just go play actual Halo Combat Evolved at that point.
I mean, the gameplay right now is Combat Evolved. I literally just replayed through.
Oh my god.
No, I said Combat Evolved. I literally just played through Combat Evolved for this video.
Okay.
Like actual Combat Evolved, not.
And the thing is that actual Combat Evolved is objectively one of the best gaming experiences on that I've ever had. Like,
I'm pretty sure
my first experience with it, just to finish that point real quick, was on the original like Xbox.
Yeah.
Like when I was really young, and I was at a family member's house and whatnot. I played Halo 3 like before that because I was still young at the time when Halo 3 came out. But Halo 1, I backtracked and played Halo 2 and 1 later on, and I really enjoyed those campaigns. But like the MCC experience, I'm glad I know what it was like on the original console versus the MCC experience, because there are differences that I at least was able to figure out once I got my Xbox One, whenever that came out. And I'll never forgive 343 for Master Chief Collection and how much of a shit show it was at launch.
Never forget what they took from you.
Fail for Cortana.
Any of the Halo Cortanas. I'll be real. Like I like all the Halo, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 Cortanas.
My
of peak.
goat original CE Cortana.
I mean, I like CE Cortana.
Yeah.
I like all. There's not a Cortana from the original games that I dislike.
But
The
still, they
firefight
took away.
voice from Halo Reach.
Yeah, that one I don't like it much, but
Still, though,
that's fun.
they took away Halo 4 Cortana. Tis.
They took Halo 4 Cortana away a long time
Dude,
ago.
They that was back in 2012, my guy.
Yeah.
Like that was ages ago. Like
Hey, you know, hey,
for so long.
You
It's
want to
insane.
know how long ago that was? I was still happy back then.
I think we all were Fire. I think we all were.
I thought
I remember
No,
getting my
listen,
copy
Fire.
of that
I
game.
am still holding on hope Halo 4 Cortana comes back, just like the people were holding on hope that Titanfall 3 will become a thing. And who joined.
Exactly. Hey, Mowerz, welcome to the podcast. We're talking about Campaign Evolved. You got any thoughts on that?
Mowing.
Welcome. We're on the
We're
air.
recording a podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there was no multiplayer
Yeah. Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
we talked about that. I mean,
We talked about that.
or
That's like one of the-
firefight.
Yeah, well, how do you do Combat Evolved without Blood Gulch and like some of like the other maps from like the original Halo?
it feels more like we were saying earlier, it's kind of more like a cash grab, honestly. Like
Yeah,
we live in the era of products not really being worth like what the asking
what
price
they
is.
actually offer. Yeah, the value proposition doesn't match up what is actually being offered. Like the price for the product doesn't really match up to what it was back when we were younger. Like objectively, video games had more content in them when we were younger. Like it's just true.
Yeah. I mean,
There
Mowerz
were
and
progression systems. There were leaderboards. Like remember when video games launched with the leaderboards at the end of the of a multiplayer match? Remember when that happened?
yeah, Mowerz and I are old enough to remember all of that.
And you could play
Oh,
them
yeah.
for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
A lot of what you buy now is a piece of software,
Yeah.
and then they tend to update it every couple weeks or so.
Oh, dude,
It's like
Mowerz.
they try to get you on like a marketplace to continuously buy their products on that.
Well, on
server.
if you notice, a lot of games now have a battle pass or
Yep.
like a season pass.
Well, thankfully, this one didn't
including
have that.
one shitty game called Destiny 2.
Listen, y'all, Destiny 3 ain't happening. I'm sorry
Well,
to
it's
tell you.
smart if you think about it.
No, it's not.
Like, well, from a business standpoint, so like instead of buying a game
Alright.
for $60, you get it for free, but then you spend, let's say, like $5 or $10 every other month. So over the lifespan of playing that game, you'll spend, let's say, like $100 or $200.
But then what about the
But-
$100 expansions, Mowerz?
Well, that too. So my point is like instead of having you pay all on the front end, they're spreading it out. It's like smaller transactions over time. And if you get enough of them, then you can make a ton of money. But it's very misleading.
And then make a really shitty video game out of it.
Yeah, I mean the end product suffers every single time. No, what I was gonna say though, Mowerz, you remember back when you and I were playing on 360 when Combat Evolved Anniversary came out? That one also didn't have the original CE multiplayer, but instead had new maps and modes for Halo Reach.
Yes, that was smart on their part.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, that's some of the most fun I had in Halo multiplayer. I remember like you and I would get up, well, we didn't do this intentionally, but we'd be up early in the morning and it would just be you and me before everyone got on. And we were playing just the CE BTB mode. And it was the remake of I don't know if it's the original name or not, but it was Ridgeline with all the trees and everything.
Forest map.
Oh, dude, I absolutely love that map in Halo Reach. It's one of my favorites. And
I like
honestly,
Ridgeline.
honestly,
Well, imagine if they did that for Halo Infinite. Like if they released maps for that aligned with this CE remake.
yeah,
I feel like it was a mistake for them to remake it because it was already remade really well in 2011.
I mean,
Yep.
I would argue that I think Combat Evolved does need a new coat of paint. I do. But I think that Combat Evolved needs a true one-to-one faithful remake.
It's not just. I'm sorry, Fire.
That respects its art style, because if Anniversary didn't respect the art style, Anniversary kind of just slapped a Halo Reach coat of paint over it and kind of turned the lighting up to 11. And that's when Sergeant Johnson truly became Super Mario Johnson, you know?
Yeah.
And here's another thing, like they get the Forerunner architecture like wrong every single time.
What's the obsession of like turning all like the stone areas into like metal?
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
understood that. Like,
They always-
what's the obsession with all that?
Like they get the Forerunner stuff wrong all the time. And it's not even funny, like because like the Forerunner stuff and campaign Evolve is just Halo Infinite stuff, really. You really look at it.
It's because these people don't know how to write Halo. They don't know how to design Halo. But what they do know is generic sci-fi. These look, I don't know any of these people, and if I was ever put in a room with these people and like they saw any of these episodes, they would probably want to claw my eyes out or probably rip my tongue out too. But what they
And
don't
rip your cock and balls off.
what they don't know is I don't go to a state that doesn't allow constitutional carry, number one. And number two,
They don't know about the pipe bomb strapped to my chest.
in Minecraft.
Go full kill zone. Ah!
No, in actuality,
Double kill, triple kill, Kilimanjaro.
dark humor
Suicide.
aside, what dark humor aside is that these I would bet a large sum of money that these people are a fan of generic sci-fi stuff. So your Star Treks, your Star Wars, your I don't know about Battlestar Galactica. That might be too old. I don't even know.
Aliens versus Predator.
I've never actually watched Battlestar Galactica. I feel like a fake
Mowerz,
sci-fi fan.
I know a lot about Aliens versus Predator, but I don't understand why a politician and a Mexican immigrant throwing down in a fucking Home Depot parking lot has anything to do with this conversation at all.
That's not what I meant.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I had to. No, 100%. Well, the original Halo actually has a lot of inspiration from the Aliens franchise, specifically like the Marines and their simplistic design, you know? So, yeah, I don't know how, like, even the Alien franchise kind of became just kind of generic sci-fi slop towards the end. I haven't watched anything past, I watched Alien 1.
That's all I've seen as well. I've only ever seen that film.
I watched Alien 1 and I've watched Predator, and then I watched one of the Alien versus Predators, like where at the end there's like an egg in a snow area and it hatches. So
I don't know what movie that is. I've only seen like the
It's
first
from like the
Predator.
early 2000s.
The original Predator and the original Alien are the only ones of those franchises I've ever seen.
yeah.
I've only ever seen the first two Terminators as well.
So Mowerz, have you, pivoting a little bit, have you heard or seen anything about the like 3 prequel missions that they added?
Not really. To me, it looked like, just from a glance, it looks similar to some missions on Halo Reach where you jump on a ship and fly around and stuff.
So yeah, they added the space combat one, which everyone loves because people have been like, we want space combat back. We want space combat back. And I'm not going to comment about that because people got their space combat, you know? Is it good? Is it bad? Completely subjective. But what I will say is the next missions where you're actually playing as Chief inside the Covenant ship. I don't even remember the name of the ship, but Coolshirt, you and I were talking about the ship name. That's the ship.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
That
when
was
I
the
heard
ship.
about that, I pissed, bro.
Yeah, so that's not the Truth and Reconciliation.
Okay, so it's a different thing.
It's completely different ship.
Okay, I did not know that. I mean, you made me think that they renamed Truth and Reconciliation.
I did
was
too.
Like, that's
I
like
thought
one of the
that.
best missions in that game. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, don't worry, they changed that.
I know. Yeah, I know. They cut like multiple sections out of so many different levels from the game. Like every time I watch gameplay of like Halo Campaign Evolved, I'm just like, it's a husk of what it once was.
It's just downgraded, like you said, devolved. It's nothing really.
Yeah,
Like,
campaign devolved. I love that. I love calling it that now. That's why I'm coining that as the new term, guys. That's why.
Yeah, that's gonna be the title of this video. Is it Fire?
Yeah, like,
Campaign
hell fucking
Devolved.
yeah, it is.
Sadly, we already have an
Campaign-
episode called Campaign Devolved on this channel from back
Yeah,
in
this
the
should
day.
have been the true. This should have
That's
been the
probably, that's
true.
probably why I brought that up, to be honest.
Yeah, sadly, right when the first trailer was dropped for Campaign Evolved, we recorded an episode where we talked about how it didn't look good and it probably wasn't going to be good. And oh boy, we were right.
Listen,
but
out of all the Halos, this one will be the disappointing child. All right, it just be the one that's be like the adopted one. There we go. That nobody cares about.
I don't know. If it wasn't for these first 3 missions, I would be slightly more interested, because here's the thing with these 3 missions. Everyone's talking about this new character that was introduced, this female ODST. And
A female ODST, those don't exist until Halo 3 ODST.
that's not true at all. There's another female ODST that everyone loves in the Combat Evolved era, and that's the one from Fireteam Raven.
Yeah, okay.
So, look, let's unpack this, because we have this one friend who hates female characters in video games. All right, so let's unpack this. Depending on your political views, and the way you approach media, especially nowadays, because God, heaven forbid that, something isn't political in the year 2026, is going to determine how you approach this character. And that's just the truth. So there is a female ODST who is very snarky towards Master Chief. And
Don't really think they're accurate.
so,
Is
so there is a lot to say about it. I'll let everyone else weigh in on this here in a minute. But there are some people that say that this is awful, this is just self-insert writing, and I can see where you're coming from. I understand it. On the other side, there are people defending it, saying that, well, she's an ODST, this is lore accurate. ODSTs have a rivalry between Spartans. They don't like Spartans because of that one time where Master Chief killed 3 of them. And I would respect this argument if
It's the best thing Master Chief ever did.
if it wasn't for one thing. They weren't women.
Master Chief commits murder. Best thing that he ever did. 16, by the way.
He helped the UNSC there.
So
Yeah, he helped them get more funding for their armors when he did that.
So we've actually seen this before in Halo media. If anyone remembers or has watched the Halo Legends animations, there is one where it pairs an ODST team with a Spartan, and you see that kind of rivalry. But the thing is yeah, there's a rivalry, but there's still professionalism involved. There is no professionalism with this character in Campaign Evolved. Now,
Oh, right, that's-
mind you, the Spartan in Halo Legends was a hot anime woman.
And so Fire was, the mega gooner of.
But
of
you
the-
don't
of-
realize that it's a
gotten
hot
over it.
anime woman until she's dead.
All right. That's my kind of anime woman right there.
No,
You want me to send you a picture Coolshirt for Goon
No,
Session
no,
later?
no. You don't need to send it to me. I already know who this character is.
so mind
Fire
you,
doesn't shut up about them.
that's a different character. No,
Wow.
that,
Yeah, then send me the link.
All right.
different character. This isn't Red CQB Chan.
I'm sending you it.
Oh boy.
This isn't the reason why I have a shrine to red CQB figures in my house.
You have a problem, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
But we both do. That's the fun part.
I know, but this is way more expensive than therapy, so leave me alone. So,
man.
Look, it sucks because the reason why this in specific for me is one of the worst parts. I can forgive a lot of these changes. Like I can forgive the sprint a little bit, but the thing that makes Halo and specifically Combat Evolved so great is it existed in a time before all this political rhetoric being shoved down everyone's throats, and even the remake of Combat Evolved allowed for some very slight messaging for politics and for religious undertones, but it was easily missed. And it's a pure game for that reason. And whenever you start shoving your politics into something, even if it's unintentional, even if it's misinterpreted, it's just not a good idea because of that. It taints the experience. And I'm not saying that politics has no place in media or in games. On the contrary, I think that art and media in general are at their best when they're portraying hard to swallow themes, but you have to do it the right way.
Yeah, it has to be executed well. I think that I can name a video game franchise that I think handles like political messaging really, really well, and that'd be the Metal Gear franchise.
Yes, because standing here, you realize that
Okay, buddy.
Nanomachine Son.
Nanomachine Son.
I mean, Mowerz, you and I have played Halo for the longest amount of time here. Like, do you agree with the whole like political aspect of it and keeping politics like out of the Halo games?
I think in a way it might be part of the story. Like if you look at Halo 2, it's almost like a criticism against religion or blindly following some kind of belief. So I feel like there could be some political messaging in it, but I think as time went on, as we got some of the newer games, I think it became more blatant, and I feel like it kind of ruined the story that it had.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, another aspect of it's the flood too. You have the humans that are really desperate to fight the Covenant, and they end up unleashing something they don't understand. It has the potential to wipe out both of them.
Yeah, I mean, the religious undertones are not exactly hard to miss in the original Halo games. I mean, you have humanity trying to, activate and get to the Ark to escape the flood, like the one guy who had to round up 2 of every animal, that guy. You know his name?
Yeah,
And the flood in a way almost represent like a pandemic, because
Yeah.
once they're released, it just takes over all organic life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, it seems like 343 just wants to completely skip over the fact that like the majority of the original Halo games have just like a ton of explicit biblical references.
Yeah.
It's not even just biblical references; they have references to a lot of other stuff. But
Yeah.
anyways,
mean,
but that's
like
just
like
I will
Mowerz said,
burn this holy land.
like Mowerz said, it has themes of joining
Sure.
together and overcoming impossible odds. It has themes of what is it?
The great
Not-
journey is a lie.
Yeah, not blindly following
Betrayal.
just any authority. Betrayal, how power corrupts. We see through.
Well, second chances too, because he had the Arbiter that was basically shunned by his people, and he came to realize they were wrong, and then he became Master Chief's friend, which from the first Halo you thought would have been impossible.
Yeah.
Because Master Chief killed all his fucking people.
Well, not
And-
only that, I mean,
teabag that.
you come to learn that Arbiter's the one that glassed Reach.
Yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but you also have Master Chief
Putting that context on it though, like, is insane.
teabagging. You have Master Chief teabagging on all the elites he killed and all the grunts.
I mean, for me personally, like with all that, my favorite quote from Halo in general, other than I know what the ladies like, is is at the end of the trilogy when Lord Hood is talking to the Arbiter and he says, "I'll never be able to forgive you for what your species did, but thank you." It's not exactly what he said, but that's
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
that's,
no
in
thanks.
a way that's what he said though. I remember that.
I think he just said, "But you have my thanks."
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
it.
It's like
Yeah,
a
my
mutual respect.
exactly. And 343 has never been able to replicate this, even when they brought back the
Arbiter.
Arbiter in Halo 5. Because the thing is, like how I said that their level design just comes down to just generic sci-fi slop. Their messaging, their tones are very I wouldn't say one-dimensional, but very thin. They're not deep. It's only surface level. It's kind of the best way I can describe with modern text or like modern writing is whenever you have 2 characters in any story whose defining and whole personality is that they're homosexual, or it's that they're trans, or it's that they're a minority.
Or that Spartan Bell wants to fuck one of the elites from Halo 3.
Yeah, like that. That's the level
Well-
of deep.
Well, the earlier Halos were based on books too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they already have more depth, but
Well, the games came first, and then the books came and kind of filled
After.
in the gaps. Because you have like First Strike takes place between I believe that's between 1 and 2. You have the Fall of Reach, you have the Flood that come in and fill in those gaps in between,
Like how like we never saw how like Master Chief almost got infected by one of the floods.
or
Like
how
it says that in the book.
Johnson and Chips Dubbo and some other Asian dude and Sergeant Stacker survive the Halo ring like being destroyed in CE.
Yeah.
You never
Still,
told me
though,
how'd you ever get off that ring, Johnson?
I
That's
think after Halo Reach, you lost some of that depth that you had in the story.
Yeah.
I think the focus shifted on turning Halo into a hardcore esports or multiplayer game, which I think has some merit, but if you don't have any context under it or recognize you might have people play the game that are not super competitive, then you end up losing them.
Yeah. I mean, and at this point, they just rip multiplayer out of it. So those people, you spend so long pandering to those types of people only to, at the final hour here, screw them over. It's this,
Well,
it's the inconsistencies with 343 and Halo Studios and Microsoft.
well, and the other part is like it doesn't really differentiate much from Call of Duty or other games.
No.
'Cause it's like, well, if it's just more multiplayer based, I could do that in Fortnite or Smite or these other games.
Yeah, gaming is so popular nowadays that there's so many other options. And
Yes, there's more alternatives.
Halo was great, one because it was unique, and two because it
Genre defining.
it pioneered. Well, it was more than just genre defining. It was multiplayer game defining.
I think it was generational defining in a lot of ways. Like I feel like I've made the majority of my friends throughout my life because of Halo
Yeah, I mean,
and Destiny, but Halo became first.
Destiny exists because of Halo.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't exist without Halo.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I can boil a lot of things down to fucking Halo. If you really wanna get crazy about it, like specifically Combat Evolved, if we're even going that far.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. 343 knows this, and they choose constantly to prioritize the wrong thing. They have successfully managed to only do one thing, and that's kill a brand that was so much bigger than just themselves. And the fact that Microsoft has allowed this is crazy. And the fact that there are people online who are not connected, like obligatorily or however, like by a job or something like that, that defend this company to this day with all the mistakes that they make, it baffles me. It really does. I don't know how much more, what needs to change, like what needs to happen in order for people to finally realize that it's being ran into the ground, or not even being ran in, it's been ran into the ground. And the only people that are left propping this up are people that are willing to sell everything, not even for money, but for access. To feel like they're better than you sometimes, to make money for themselves. Look, I understand people gotta eat, but is it worth putting your needs now above the long term? Look at how well it's going for the world right now. Look at how well it's going for gaming. And that's...
You have to remember, Microsoft is a publicly traded company, so their goal is to help their shareholders get shareholder value. So if you have that kind of motive driving stuff like Halo, they're going to focus on those short-term gains. But I think initially, if you look at the early Halos, you could tell that they had a progression and there was more of a vision. And it just felt like after Halo Reach, it was just lost. Like that didn't translate into Halo 4, Halo 5, or Halo Infinite. And I should also add that Halo Infinite, out of all of those, had the most development time. So you would think that would have been the best one.
You'd think that, but I mean, the original Halo, like that was designed by Bungie, wasn't profit driven. It was made by a bunch of chuds that just wanted to make a good video game. The quality of the game came first and the profits followed. And you're right, Mowerz, that it's very short-sighted to put profits above quality. And it's an issue that's been plaguing Halo and the entirety of just society as a whole for a good while. I'd say since the beginning of time, but it only seems as bad now because of social media putting eyes on everything. And the wanting to just make something your own, disregarding what came before, adding in snarky self-insert characters, completely redesigning a fan favorite character and turning them into one of your developers shot for fucking shot, you know?
You forgot to add, Fire.
What? Hit me with it.
The classic "Hello, I'm Captain Keys" shoots himself.
Oh, well, that's
They would have they would have added that 10 out of 10.
There you go, from Cursed Halo 1.
Yeah. There's Halo. Hello, I'm Captain Keys.
If they had added the Mario Kart segment, it would have made it even better.
Yeah, exactly.
Still, though, like all the stuff you're talking about is just a lack of vision, of not having a clear end goal. And
I don't think
I mean, my guess is
I don't
that
think it's a lack of vision at all. I think it's a lack of care. I think it's a lack of true love, not only for gaming and entertainment, but for the Halo IP as a whole. I think you have too many people that view this as a job, as a paycheck, instead of people that want to make the game not to make money, not to put food on the table, but because they just want to make a good fucking video game that people will play. And
anyways, can we talk about why Cortana looks like a dude?
we literally, I just mentioned that and you said nothing.
No.
Yeah, so Cortana looks like a dude. There's apparently pictures on the internet of her.
And like some character called Germa or whatever. And like, if you like put the dude's face over Cortana, it's 1-to-1, which is weird.
I mean, that's just Western developers at their finest right now. They just find a way to make female anything.
They could have just slapped Halo 4 Cortana on this shit and everyone would have been happy.
I mean, everything else was an asset flip. They could have just asset
Yeah, I know.
flipped Cortana.
Might as well, right? That's why I say that, because like they got like assets from every other Halo game.
You know, one of our friends would have bought Campaign of Op instantly if Halo 4 Combat. If Halo 4 Cortana came back.
Listen,
I mean, that one wasn't too bad.
hear me out, okay? What if, crazy conspiracy theory, right?
Hear you out.
Crazy conspiracy theory. What if we can never get Halo 4 Cortana again? Because just like Bungie, they lost her, just like they deleted every single thing from from the original.
From the fucking Red War? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Fucking hell, dude.
Halo 4 Cortana.
Bungie, Bungie doesn't exist anymore.
Do you have any idea, do you have any idea, like Halo 4 Cortana is so iconic, the only fan art you ever see of Cortana is Halo 4 Cortana.
No, I've seen fan art of Halo 1 Cortana.
Okay, I've seen that too, but like
Halo
the
2
most
remake.
that as well, and Halo 3, but either way, I rest my case.
And I don't like how they ruined Master Chief's armor. They kind of did ruin it. He doesn't have his iconic ammo pouches on there, only on the sides.
I mean, he never used those anyway. He stuffed all the ammo up his ass. Everyone knows that. It's where the other gun goes to, straight up his ass.
It's his prison wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what happens
Just like
when
girls
you're
shove,
augmented.
just like how women shove stuff up their vagina, Master Chief shoves things up his ass.
I don't think that's exclusive to women, my guy.
Yeah, dude, you tell me you don't shove things up your ass?
No, the fuck.
That's not.
Do you shove all your Warhammer minifigs up your ass, Coolshirt?
That's where he hides his.
Damn right.
That's where he hides his help route in order to get it into tournaments.
My sneaky help route. Yep. God, that's funny.
Anyone that's still
Trying to take it.
no Mowerz. That's a reference to a cheating incident at a Warhammer tournament.
I think it was in Texas too.
It was in Texas, yes.
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas, just like the help route that was up that guy's ass.
Goddamn right.
No, wrapping this up a little bit with Campaign Evolved and everything, would you all say that Campaign Evolved is the new worst Halo like of all time now?
No.
No, not yet.
You want to know why?
Why?
There's 2 games that exist that stop it from being the worst Halo game in the entire franchise.
Is it Halo 5 and Halo Infinite?
I wasn't even going to say Infinite. I was going to go MCC. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Halo 5 and MCC. But I mean, MCC obviously got better over time, but I'm still never forgiving 343 for how that shit came out.
Yeah, and you shouldn't.
They should have added the new dog model.
Oh my
A
god.
new dog.
Might have saved the game.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. New Halo 3 rat model. It's just Jane Doe from Zenless Sub-Zero.
Oh my god. I need to get a mod for MCC for that. That'd be fun.
But she still crawls on all fours.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's like the same size too. It's like a tiny little rat.
Yeah, it's just a tiny
Jane
little.
Doe.
Dude, actually, those things aren't tiny. Those things are fucking huge.
They're like massive mole rats. They're like the size of like the fucking like the rad roaches from fucking
Yeah,
Fallout almost.
yeah. But no,
Anyways,
new
move on.
Halo 3 win. New Halo 3 rat model win.
Actually, that's an interesting point. So I would say I feel like maybe it's a little early to really say if the new Halo CE is the worst one. I would say there's a lot of missed opportunities that they could have added, like a new firefight mode or multiplayer would have been very interesting on the new graphics. I would say that probably in my mind, Halo Infinite is probably the worst out of all the Halo games because of how incomplete it was for a long time. But what surprises me in all of this is that they decided to remake CE again when there hasn't been a remake for Halo 3. And given how popular that game was, you would think that would get a remake at some point.
Mowerz, I
don't
I
want them to touch it.
completely respect what you're saying, but you're basically asking 343 to go and rewrite the Quran.
You're basically asking 343 to take one of the biggest Halo like events in like modern gaming history and try to basically create a new holy grail.
Halo 3 is looked back on so fondly. The reason why
It was in the goddamn news. I remember that when I was younger.
So was Halo 2 back then when it, like on launch day.
I was too young for that, but like I remember Halo 3's launch.
Nowadays, the only time a video game IP makes the news is when someone kills someone over Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo getting the money for that.
There you go.
But like Halo 3's launch and Halo 2's as well. I don't want to like give shit on Halo 2.
Yeah. Every
Like,
time
cultural
Fire,
events.
you do realize every time the news reports something like that about Pokemon cards, Nintendo will sue them, so they gotta pay them. They'll hit you with the lawsuit.
There you go. Always happens in
Reach
Houston
had a
as
lot
well.
of coverage too, but
It
you would
was
think like
nothing
Halo
to-
Reach or Halo 3 that they would remake those instead of going back to CE again.
Well, the thing is, and this is not confirmed anywhere. This is just my personal headcanon. 343 has basically retold Halo Combat Evolved 4 times at this point, and
in like progressively shittier ways.
yes, in progressively shittier ways. This is probably the best retelling of CE that they've ever done. But the main reason they're doing this and the main reason they chose CE again is they're trying to usher in a new type of Halo fan.
That's that they think they could redeem themselves by doing this. They really can't.
Well, no, it's not about
They're
getting
trying to cash in on a new fan base.
Yeah,
instead of
it's
trying
not
to
about
placate
redemption.
The old one.
They don't care about redemption. What they care about is getting the narrative to change to 343's games are better than Bungie's games. And the thing is they've driven off the Bungie fans. Those people don't interact with the franchise anymore. Mostly because they grew up and they have lives.
I
But
was gonna say every time I see a meme about like what it's like being a Halo fan, it's like they just look at you in despair.
yeah,
I know. I keep sending that too.
Yeah, I know. You keep sending that one on Instagram. Yeah, I know. It's like I forget. It's like the whale or whatever. I think is the name of the movie or whatever.
with Brendan
Brendan
They don't
Fraser.
even, Halo
Fraser,
fans
yeah,
are-
Brendan
when they're like,
Fraser.
they don't even try to defend the game anymore.
Yeah, it's just like It's depressing as hell.
Did you see the new one? I said one that says they fucked his game up 4 times, and it shows infinite campaign evolve Halo 5 and Halo 4, and it shows Master Chief working at a fucking Subway.
I think I saw that one. Yeah, that
Oh,
one
that's
was
a
wild.
fate worse than death, having to work at a Subway.
The Subway. Yeah, Subway is a fate worse than death.
No, but that's always been my headcanon.
And then there's a comment under it saying Halo 4 has Cortana titties. I forgive it.
Oh my god.
That's always been my headcanon, Mowerz, is that 343 has they have like that younger sibling kind of, mentality where they feel like no matter what they do, they're never going to be able to live up to the older sibling, which is Bungie in this case, instead of just being their own individual, making their own game, making their own thing that respects the past. They always try to subvert it.
Yeah. To quote Tolkien, what is it? Evil forces cannot create anything new. They can only corrupt what was already good and holy.
I don't think these people are evil. I think they're just incompetent. I think
I think they just need to kill themselves.
Okay. I don't
in
know about
Minecraft.
that,
Yeah, Minecraft.
don't worry, they're already doing that with the sex change operations. Don't worry about that.
And then they're adding the sex mod to Minecraft, or the sex update.
No sex allowed.
Getting back on topic. I don't know. For me personally, I think this is one of the worst Halo games that they've made. It's probably, for me, probably the worst or the second worst, tied with Infinite, purely because my main issue with Infinite was with the customization in the multiplayer, where I was fine with it when it looked on brand, when it looked like Halo, but when they started adding all of this crap that didn't look like Halo, that's when I took issue with it. And 343 instantly did that with those skins for weapons and skins for Chief and things of that nature.
Yeah.
That was the moment that I was like, no, I want nothing to do with this. I was never like, oh, this could possibly be good. I always knew that this was going to be an inferior product, but
We've been talking about it since it was announced that it was going to be an inferior product.
But here's the thing. It could have been worse than the originals, but still good.
Yeah.
It could have still been, it could have been different. They could have had the sprint. They could have had all the weapons that they added. They could have streamlined the levels.
Dude, it could have been playable.
It could have run on PCs. It could have been a lot of these things, but the mixture of the horrible art design choices and the shitty voice acting and the political undertones that have no right being in the game, it pushes it over the edge into something that is arguably bad. And the nail in the coffin for it is the fact that they came out and they said, this is the start of a new Halo trilogy. Not, this is a start of the remakes of the old games. No, a new Halo trilogy. And from this point on, the only thing that I want in terms of a new Halo experience is going to be fan-made stuff. And
I'm going to quote this wonderful Steam review for the game real fast. I think this is a good way to summarize all of our thoughts on this game.
All right.
All caps, goy slop. Fuck them.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching.
Am I allowed to say it, Fire?
Sure, go for it, Sonic.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's going to be something really...
All right. Thank you all for watching. Mowerz, thank you for joining a little late. Sonic, thank you for joining us again.
Yeah.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, there's social media links in the bio. There's all the algorithm stuff, but I'm not your dad. You do what you want. Take care of
Catch you in the next episode.
There you go.